So I have here my RetroN 5, and this morning I got this through the post, a spare controller. This is the really cool box that it comes in, really cool. The reason I got this is that the controller that I have for my RetroN 5, let's get that the right way up, works. It doesn't always charge reliably, and so I thought I'll buy a new one if they're cheap enough. Now these controllers are not the comfiest in the world. They're quite good for NES games or Game Boy games when I'm like this, but with the Mega Drive games, SNES games, it's a little bit hassle, but we still pretty much need one of these. So out the box it comes, I think it was charged, but I charged it up anyway. Once your controller is charged, the lights go off. When it's charging, these lights are on, so you know it's charged when these lights go off. When I'm charging from the RetroN 5 itself, the RetroN 5 has to be on, but because the cable that you charge with has a mini USB here, it can be a bit of a hassle plugging this into something. The one that actually charges the controller is a mini, so any USB mini cable out of your computer or out of your USB charging ports can work. So you don't have to use this one. If you do use this one, you have to have your RetroN plugged in. So now that this is charged, I can sync it up with the RetroN. So to do that, I need to take my existing one, go down to Settings, all the way down. I haven't done this before, this is the first time I'm doing this. Manage RetroN 5 Controllers, Pair Controller, plus button there. Searching for RetroN. Please hold the home button on your RetroN 5 wireless controller. Failed to pair. Oh, need to do this again. Okay, pair. Please hold the RetroN. LEDs will flash rapidly in order to initiate pairing process. Paired. Woohoo! Okay. So now I can use this. I've got my spare controller. So then I assume that I can play the game. So the reason I can't play the game with this is that this controller is not set up as my main controller in this game. So I return to main menu, Settings, Controller to player mapping, that's the one. So currently my player 1 is the Genesis controller. I've now made my player 1 controller my RetroN wireless controller. As soon as I move down these players, whichever controller I press the button on is the controller that will work. So I previously had a Genesis controller plugged in. I'm going to use this wireless one. So player 1, RetroN wireless controller 2, which is this one. This load runner is on the Famicom. So on the Famicom, player 1 is going to be the RetroN wireless controller 2. So if I now come out of this, go back up, play load runner, hopefully this is now my default controller. So this is load runner on the Famicom. All I'll be doing is moving around, and I can dig to the right, dig to the left. Now clearly anyone that's played this before is looking at it going, that's not what you do, and that's not normally what I do. But I'm showing this in this controller now because we've got the controller. So I will leave that there. I now have a spare controller which I got from GameSeek, new for the princely sum of £20, which is quite expensive, but I wanted a spare controller for this, and rather than hunt on eBay for a second-hand one, I got a new one from GameSeek, so all is well here. Thank you very much, I'll see you later.